I'm assuming there's not a bank robbery going on in there. I walked past this place and they're all dropping to the floor, and I was like, what the hell's going on in there? There you go.
Hey, can I help you?
No, thank you. I appreciate you asking.
Okay. Can I ask you why you're standing outside of a bank recording?
Well, you can ask.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm not going to tell you, but you can ask. Yes, okay. Absolutely.
Well, you're the subject of a radio call now because
what was the call about?
Suspicious behavior that you're standing outside of the bank, recording and taking photographs of the bank.
So somebody called and said that I was taking photos?
Yes, with your camera.
On a public sidewalk. And you guys actually came out for that?
Yeah, we sure did.
Crazy.
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, if somebody called and said there's a Jew walking down the sidewalk, would you guys respond to that, or is it just people taking pictures? I don't understand. I mean, it's not a crime, nothing illegal.
But it is scary for the people inside. It's concerning.
Well, if it's scary for the people inside.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. What you're about to witness is a clear example of how quickly authority can overstep when emotions replace the law. A man peacefully recording in public suddenly becomes a target, not because he broke the law, but because a police officer didn't like being filmed. No crime, no threat, just a camera and a public sidewalk. Instead of respecting constitutional rights, the situation escalates fast, setting the stage for confusion, intimidation, and a narrative that begins to shift almost immediately.
Inside,
I believe it's concerning if you're outside photographing a bank.
I'll tell you, when
you
people
don't think that's suspicious, sir?
When I do not actually.
Okay.
When people find things scary, I know fear makes people do strange things. For example, if I was afraid of somebody outside, I wouldn't send a woman out by herself, feet from the man, to confront him. I would, I'd stay inside, first of all. So a gal came outside and was talking to me. She didn't seem scared at all. And if she was scared, she had a funny way of showing it.
Was she an employee?
Yeah, I believe she was, yes.
Okay, well, so who called us was not an employee. I
have no control over that. So somebody called you and they said, there's a man outside taking photographs.
Of the bank.
Okay, are you under the impression that that's illegal?
What was that?
You're not under the impression that that is a crime, are you?
No, I'm saying it's suspicious behavior that you're standing out front of a bank recording.
Well, there's 10,000 reasons why somebody might be standing outside of a bank recording. Okay. And I'll be frank with you, to address...
Do you have any ID on you, sir?
Sure, but I'm not a big fan of that, though.
Do you mind handing it to me?
I do, actually, because I'm not a big fan of forfeiting my Fourth Amendment rights to placate the personal curiosity of yourself or somebody inside of a bank.
It's not of myself.
No.
I didn't just...
Listen closely, because this is where logic starts to fall apart. The officer confronts the man, questioning why he's recording a bank from public space. The answer is simple. He doesn't have to explain himself. Recording in public is legal. Yet, the officer insists the behavior is suspicious, leaning heavily on fear rather than facts. No law is cited. No crime is identified. Just assumptions. This is a classic moment where personal discomfort is mistaken for criminal behavior. And that distinction matters more than most people realize.
Pass along and see you standing here recording and choose to stop you. You were the subject of a radio call. There's a difference there.
It's not a crime.
I'm just telling you.
All right, I'm telling you, it's not a crime.
But I can still identify who you are.
You can ask, and I can refuse because I haven't committed a crime. You have to have a reasonable and articulable suspicion of a crime. Don't you agree,
and I could
Deputy
believe
Dominguez?
that you could be doing this for purposes of committing a crime.
I could be doing this for purposes of committing a crime.
Yeah, you're photographing a bank.
Yeah, I guess I could be, theoretically. I'm not.
Take my picture.
Are you serious?
Do not take my picture.
Are you serious? I'm taking 32 frames per second. Whoa, go, whoa, stay away from me. Hey. I will take your picture. Okay. It's perfectly legal. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Have a good day, sir.
There you go.
Setting up right now, is there a supervisor available? Don't come any closer. Hey, I'm letting you know, don't come any closer. You can stay right there if you want to continue to record. If you want to continue to record, you can stay over there. I have every
right to walk up the sidewalk,
but don't come any closer.
I'm walking up the sidewalk.
Okay, continue to walk up the sidewalk.
Now I'm watching you.
This way, the subject.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you've been drinking today?
Here's where things get serious. The officer demands identification, despite openly admitting no crime has been committed. The man calmly refuses, invoking his Fourth Amendment rights. This isn't defiance, it's the law. But instead of de-escalating, the tension spikes. The officer suggests the man could theoretically commit a crime, which is not legal justification for detention or ID demands. Theory isn't evidence. Suspicion isn't law. And rights don't disappear just because someone feels uncomfortable.
I've been drinking.
You've been drinking today?
Thank you. And he is recording just for units to be aware and taking photographs of me. I have a feeling, just so you guys know I'm feeling he's like a First Amendment person and rights. I don't know. He wouldn't talk. He didn't want to give me any info. He didn't want to give me his name. So I told him I'll start a supervisor this way then. They're concerned because he has been like zooming in with the camera. They don't know what he's trying to take pictures of inside the bank because he's standing on the other side where the window is. They want him trespassed. They don't want him.
He's on the property right now.
Back. Yeah.
He posted up on the property, so he already probably knows the game.
Yeah. So I figured whenever the supervisor gets here, I'll let them make that call if it's worth us trying to ID him.
Supervisor?
No, I called one. I'll explain after what. And then he just started. He like took the camera like this, and I told him get it out of my face, and I tried to move. And he's like, "You're gonna not let me take pictures of you," and I kept moving in a circle around him. And I was like, "Hey, have a good day, bye," and I just walked off.
And now comes the turning point. The officer repeatedly orders the man not to film her, despite being in public and on duty. Cameras roll, voices rise, and personal space becomes the next battleground. The irony is impossible to miss. A public servant surrounded by cameras suddenly claims fear of one. Backup is called. Radio traffic begins. And behind the scenes, a new version of events starts forming, one that sounds very different from what the camera actually captured.
And he just like followed me up, and I was like, "I told you to stop. You can wait on the sidewalk. Don't come any closer." And he was like, "I can't walk on the sidewalk." And I told him, "Yeah, you can walk on the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk then."
So, if the bank just wants him trespass and he's going to refuse to identify himself and just fill out a trespass form and just take a picture of him, and then that's it. Just verbally tell him, "Hey, you're not allowed back here. You're not for a year or whatever," and you come back and you're trespassing, and that's about it. But he can stand on the sidewalk on public property and record as much as he wants. So.
Yeah. He was like, "I don't know why they'd send a woman out here to confront me if I'm so scary." And I was like, "Well, the employees didn't call us. It was someone else." I don't know. He was being very...
So who wants him trespassed then? The employees?
The bank. They said that they are concerned.
So if I were you, I'd just, do you have any of those trespass forms?
Yeah, I'm going to have them go print one and then fill it out.
We'll just print it and start filling it out, and we'll just hang out. If you want to pull over here.
Yeah, thanks.
Print two so you can keep one and hand one to him.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to...
Yeah,
I mean, he might want one, honestly. So.
He might want it, but...
Behind the radio chatter, the truth bends. The officer tells supervisors the man was aggressive, zooming in, refusing to cooperate, and causing concern. Yet the footage tells another story. Calm questions, lawful movement, and clear boundaries. The bank didn't call. An unknown third party did. Still, the solution becomes trespass paperwork instead of accountability. The man is explicitly told he can remain on public property and record as much as he wants, proving the original confrontation had no legal foundation.
Technically speaking. Hey, what's up, buddy?
I might get arrested here in about 2 minutes, so if you want to stick around, I'll tell you.
We'll be right across the street.
Take some footage of this if these guys arrest me, because I'm not going to forfeit my Fourth Amendment rights. They try to identify. One go, you'll see it. You'll see the vehicle. Yeah, it's bizarre, absolutely bizarre. Dominguez, are you still afraid of a camera? It looks like you got multiple cameras on you.
Here, I'm serving you with a trespass notice.
Sweet.
The bank is trespassing you from the property.
From their property.
From
Sure.
their property, yes,
Yeah,
correct.
I got no problem with that.
If you trespass on their property, they will call us and you will be arrested.
Well, they're going to call you whether I trespass on their property or not, Dominguez.
Okay,
I haven't stepped foot on their property. Bless your heart. Okay, all right.
okay.
Wait.
So,
You're not over her by
Do you
chance,
wanna
are you?
sign it?
Do you have more seniority over? I do not want to sign that. Absolutely not. Dominguez, nice try.
Here's your copy.
Oh, thanks. Wait. Let me see. What does that say exactly?
You don't want the copy?
I'm just taking a look at it. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure. Peering into bank windows with camera recording. Interesting. All right. Bless your heart. Yeah, I'd get some additional training, Dominguez. You're scared of your own shadow. I'm walking up the sidewalk. You're 40 feet away and said, don't come any closer to me.
Now the supervisor arrives, and the situation deflates. A trespass notice is issued, not for a crime, but to save face. The man accepts it calmly, refusing to sign, but taking his copy. No arrest, no charges, no violation, just paperwork and embarrassment. The officer's earlier fear disappears once backup arrives, exposing how fragile the initial authority really was. What began as an intimidation attempt ends as a quiet retreat, captured frame by frame.
Did I tell you I was going to do anything to you? No.
You
I
clearly,
just said you don't need to come
you
any
clearly
closer to me.
panicked when I aimed the camera at you on the sidewalk. You panicked.
Am I panicked right
A
now?
lot. No, you're not panicked right now because you got some backup here for you. All by yourself.
You think I'm scared, sir?
I think you're chicken shit when you're all by yourself.
Okay, all right.
All right.
You can believe whatever you want to believe, sir.
Well, I saw it with my own eyes. I mean, who do I believe? You or my lying eyes? All right.
You can believe whatever.
You're dismissed without further argument, Dominguez.
Okay, you have a good day, sir.
I'm having a great day. You guys have a good one.
Take care.
Seriously, get her some extra training. She's scared of her own shadow.
Okay.
I thought it was our right to record in public places.
Charles, Paul, 5772. Charles, Paul, 5572.
Now, not for the gentleman here, but for Dominguez, this is what we call a walk of shame. See her walking away. She's afraid of her
Have a
own
good
shadow.
day. Yeah,
afraid
have
the camera's
fun.
being aimed at her.
Yeah, continue
Doesn't
recording,
understand
people.
where her rights are. Get help, Dominguez. Get help.
As you can see, you cannot trust most police officers. And even worse than that is that we have police officers that are afraid of everything. But this is why it is so important for you to know your rights and to help us to bring awareness to the rest of the public. So don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, like the video and leave a comment to reach more people. And remember, always record the police.
And this is why recording matters. Not to provoke, not to harass, but to protect the truth. Cameras don't lie, but people sometimes do. This encounter proves how quickly rights can be challenged when the public doesn't know them. So remember this moment. Know your rights. Exercise them calmly. And most importantly, keep recording. Because accountability doesn't exist without evidence, and awareness is the strongest protection we have.